Hello, I'm here today with Scott Register, VP Product Management. Welcome, Scott.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, Scott, relative to security monitoring, what is deduplication and why does anybody care?
In many cases, when you're monitoring a network, you will end up with multiple copies of the same packet. This can happen a couple of ways. In some cases, when you're connected to a span port, just the way the switch is programmed, you'll get duplicates. But in many cases, you will tap multiple segments of a network, multiple hops. And so if a packet starts at one end of the network and goes through multiple hops and then comes out the other side, and you're monitoring all of those intervening hops, you will see the same packet multiple times. You don't want those duplicate packets going to your monitoring tools for various reasons, and so you perform a process called deduplication that makes sure that that monitoring tool gets exactly one copy of the packet.
What is a network packet broker and how does it work?
A network packet broker is a device which sort of bridges between a production network and a monitoring network or sets of monitoring tools, and it lets you take very specific samples of traffic or specific flows. Like I want to see a certain application, I want to see traffic to or from this server, I want to see anything involved like on a certain port, and it lets you take exactly that traffic and give it to specific monitoring tools. A security tool may need to see your email traffic, and a performance monitoring tool may need to see something relative to your business application or database server.
Getting back to dedupe, is it possible for someone to see twice the traffic or I guess half the traffic if dedupe isn't accurate?
If your deduplication engine is not very good, then it may not find all of the duplicate packets and may pass some of them. The downside of this is that you are sending extra traffic to your monitoring tool, which is just consuming more bandwidth on it, and bandwidth costs money. If your engine is not built well, you can also drop packets, and that's even worse, meaning not only are you not removing maybe all the duplicates, but in some cases you might get 0 copies of a packet, and that is the worst thing that can happen because you might miss some critical security event or you might miss some application performance event because you didn't see that key packet that you needed to identify it.
Scott, what is Vision 1 and what are some of the key features of it?
Vision 1 is the new network packet broker from Ixia, and it's a great product because it brings a lot of our best technologies together into one very high-density platform. So it's got a mix of 10 gig and 40 gig ports, so you can hook up different speed tools and networks and things like that. It's got features like line rate deduplication and header stripping and other packet modification tools. So if you want to remove duplicate packets from streams of up to 160 gigabits, you can do that without ever losing a packet, and that's a pretty key feature. It also includes our ATI processor, which is an engine that provides application-level services such as SSL decryption, application ID, rich NetFlow generation. So you can look at a connection and say, oh, I know where the end user was located, who his service provider is, what kind of handset he's got. Is he an iPhone or Samsung or a Mac or Windows PC, what browser he's using. Lots of interesting and useful information to help you do things like resolve problems or spot security breaches quickly.
Scott, that's really interesting. Now, how do you picture Vision 1 giving a company a competitive advantage?
Because Vision 1 pulls all these key features together, there's some really great things you can do. Like with the ATI processor, if you're trying to figure out why an outage is affecting your customers, you can resolve that really quickly because you can spot lots of key information that's common across all the users who are having problems. With the line rate advanced feature module that's built into Vision 1, you can perform things like the deduplication, header stripping, timestamping. So if you need to know exactly when events happen in a very scalable way. We've got this great engine that gives you, line rate performance for all of those features. So you can do things very quickly and very efficiently in this very compact, high-density chassis.
Hey, Scott, thanks so much for being here today. That was great insight. Thanks again.
My pleasure.